Hello and welcome to the Warlords of Draenor Alpha. My name's Lumin, and right now, in this video, we're gonna have a quick look at the currently incomplete character creation. So we're gonna look at some of the new character models that they've already put in. You can see here that the female orc model is in fact in. It's looking incredible. I'm really impressed by it, but we're gonna look at that, the ones that have been put in, and then we're gonna jump in and have a look at some of the UI changes. Just some of the general stuff that's been changed to make everything a little bit easier for us come Warlords of Draenor. And again, Alpha. You know, there's a lot that's subject to change. It's still very early in production. I think only one zone is currently in the game. There's only one instance. Most of the new models aren't currently implemented. And a whole bunch of other stuff. I don't need to tell you. You guys know what Alpha means. So we're going to jump in. Create a new character. If I want to make a max level 90 character, then I would click over here. But for now, I'm just going to click on create new character. And I'll show you guys what is currently in the game. We're going to start a male. Human. That's not been updated. I'm not going to bother even looking at the ones that haven't changed. I mean, you can see here. Ain't nothing new about this. Although, the faces do look a little bit different, don't they? I don't know. I will tell you right now, quite honestly, that I've never made a human male character. Ever. But I'm quite sure that these have not been implemented yet. So, the dwarves, they have in fact changed. Let's have a look at them. Starting with the males. You can see a lot more detail in the face immediately. Let's get the skin colors. Immediately. A lot more hair on the arms. I like it. Dwarves need to be hairy, else they, well, let's face it, not real dwarves. I can get close to making like a dark iron dwarf here. I don't know. Let's go with like a lightish skin color, so we can see the, ooh, the niceties on the face. See all those fine lines. Okay, you know what? This beard is kind of in the way. I hate to say it, but it's making it a little difficult to see the face. Oh, they all like this. Fine. Oh, there you go. There you go. You're a happy looking fellow. Let's go back to the top quickly. I don't know what I was expecting. Okay. They all look like dwarves to me. This one more so than the rest. Huh. Okay. Again, a lot more detail on the face. Hairstyle. They always had cool hairstyles. But now they're just even cooler. Man, I hope that people that already have characters, you know, aren't disappointed by how their characters look when the new models get implemented. Because I feel like, you know, some of the faces are a lot different. I'm not entirely sure, but it does seem like it. Facial hair. Now, added to what you see in here, the models all just move better in-game as well. They are far more detailed in every single way. In that the movements will be more flowing. Let's randomize a couple of times. Zoom out. Let's randomize a couple of times. And it's very noticeable. I'll tell you that right now. I made a Tauren earlier to just, you know, see if the game was working. And man, that dude looked mighty impressive running around. Okay. Night Elves, they have not changed. Gnomes, they've changed. They've been, well, done up a little bit. Look at that hair. That's absolutely crazy. Skin colors. There's not much to see on the skin colors. Seriously, especially not for the gnomes. Face. I'll just leave the facial hair there. It doesn't really matter. Let's start at the top. Okay, maybe I need to take the facial hair away. Okay. There we are. This one looks kind of like Mike Morhaime. Maybe it's on purpose. Maybe that was the idea. Is this hairstyle meant to look like this? It's a little bit strange. They all look very similar, but at least they do cover the age ranges. They got some older looking ones and some younger looking ones. It's kind of cool. Look at the hair. Oh, great. Every single one of them seems to have a receding or receded hairline. And something tells me this is just not complete. Yeah, there's just not a lot of hair on this gnome. Just not a lot. What is that even? Now, keep in mind you can go to the barber shop and there'll be more hairstyles there. A lot more. Weird. The hair colors are obviously still as eccentric as they were before. Let's just take one that actually has hair. There we go. You get all the bright colors. All the crazy colors that you expect the gnomes to have. The shading on the facial hair, pretty impressive. Looks a whole lot better. I can imagine that would look nice swaying in the wind. Little whiskers. Oh man, that's the good stuff. So the Draenor have been changed a tiny bit, but I don't think that the males have actually had their changes implemented. The females, you can see something's been done, but it's definitely incomplete. No changes here. Pandoran. Oh, you know what? The Worgen and the Goblin aren't actually being changed. Pandoran obviously also not because, well, their models are absolutely amazing already. Orcs. That is... That's great. That just looks really good. And it's kind of sad that the outfits and stuff they're wearing, they ruin it. Because the outfits weren't updated. These are still super low texture quality stuff. Here we go. Look at the skin colors. They are many different shades of orc green here. And perhaps some shades of orc brown too. Oh man. No brown. I take that back. I like me a good green orc. But a warmer green. This is actually the best one. That's why they put it first. Now the faces. I heard a lot of people were complaining about how Thrall looks in the beta. We'll see. I don't know. I haven't actually looked at him yet. Wow. You know, the amount of detail here compared to the standard orc models, because I was looking at them just a day or two ago. There's a huge difference. But again, this ruins it. Okay, let's just take this really angry looking one. Hairstyle. See, I'm much more impressed by what they've done with the orcs. I don't think that what we saw on the gnome was correct. I don't think so. Hair color. Let's make this guy a little bit younger. There you go. Facial hair. Actually looks kind of impressive with no facial hair. Got a strong jawline. I like that. I like that in an orc. Look at the braids just gently swaying as he heavily breathes here on the character creation screen. Not bad. Oh man, some of them do look pretty impressive. Huh. Can you just imagine how terrifying that would look in some of the better looking armor? Undead, they've not been changed. Tauren, definitely been updated. Look at that. Wow. Skin color here obviously matters a lot more. My favorite of the Tauren ones, the caramel brown. I think that's what you'd call it. white ones are kind of cool as well. But see that? That looks kind of cool. But these back here, these ones, they're the best. I don't know why, I just like them the most. Let's go with the funny looking white one. Let's zoom into the face. Look at the teeth. I don't know. I always thought that those white Tauren, they were a strange bunch. Whenever I saw them, I thought to myself something looked off about them. Horn style. Horns are obviously looking quite good. Horn color. Not too many choices here. Facial hair. Huh. He also actually looks kind of happy, I guess. Trolls haven't been changed yet. Blood Elves, nope. The Blood Elves, they will get updated as well. Let's move on to female. Definitely no changes there. Dwarven females, they are looking so much better than they did before. Skin colors identical to the males. Face. This is the important stuff. Look at that. I mean, that's pretty attractive right there. As is that. As is that. They're all actually quite good looking now. That's impressive. I'm impressed by what they did. It shows much more on the females than it does on the males. Also, the hair looks really good. We're going to look at the hairstyles in just a moment. Huh. I'm a fan of... I don't even know which one. That one? Hairstyle? Looking good. I actually like this hairstyle the most as well. Huh. Although some of these are... Oh, that's nice. Huh. I like it. Decent sized ponytail there. A serious top knot. Pigtails. I don't even know what you call that. A wraparound of some sort. Princess Leia. Those are some mighty braids. Mighty dwarven braids. Pick that one. The hair color is going to be pretty boring, but hey, it makes a pretty big difference. Makes the character look a lot different. But the detail on the face is incredible. Again, just compared to how it was before. The hair as well. I like it. Piercings. These are earrings, I guess. Can we look at the earrings? Ah, there we go. There we go. There we go. Nope. There ain't no piercings at the moment, sadly. Gnome females. You know, I had a problem with this earlier because I couldn't find the face that I chose on the gnome that I've currently got. I don't know why it's really a problem, but it's just worrisome. You know, because your character's going to change. You're not going to be able to do anything about that. Hey there. They look a little bit freaky. I don't know if it's the eyes, but something is just amiss. It might be the eyes. That's a pretty face. They just have a crazy look. Especially this one. I mean, what is that beneath her eyes? Is she afflicted by some sort of sickness? Or is that just bad makeup? I don't know. That's a nice face too. Hairstyles. They're looking pretty good. Wow. Okay, there you go. You got the individual strands and everything. Much better. This was always one of my favorite hairstyles. And now it just looks inconceivably better. That's also kind of nice. Huh. But there's a slight crazed look in their eyes that Blizzard might want to see too. Before they send them out into the wild. I don't know. Piercings. Oh, these are just earrings, not piercings. They work just fine. Okay. See, something's been done here. Something's definitely not complete. Either. I don't know. It's the eyes. They give it away. But the models haven't been updated yet. Female orcs. Looking good. Seriously. Looking like really good. Okay. Faces. I'm super keen to see what they do with the trolls, because trolls always used to have only one good face. Also, can't we zoom in further for this? Jeez Louise. I don't need to see the whole body when I'm choosing a face. I want to see the finer details. Doesn't really matter. It's a long ponytail. See, the work done on the orcs has definitely been done, I'd say, to completion. They're done with the orc models. Look at that hair. So much better than it was. And again, you can see a whole bunch of different hairstyles at the barbershop. Piercings. Whole lot of them to choose from. Undead, not in the game yet, sadly. Tauren is here, not for females. Oh, the difference is like night and day. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, poor girl. Poor thing. Wow. I can barely make out what's going on your face anymore. Trolls, no. Female blood elves, no. Goblins, as I said, not being changed. But that's it. Here's a quick look at it. I want to just jump in with this character, show you a couple of the UI changes. There's not much that's changed, but the few things that they have changed look kind of good. And just look at the animation on the model, okay? Look at how it flows when it runs. So much more fluid. So much more fluid. Look at that. It's impressive. I mean, added to that, the armor is obviously animated nicely. You can see. I mean, that little shoulder worm there, that's made of cloth, that's barely staying on. It's looking much more realistic. So yeah, I'm impressed by that. Absolutely impressed. It looks great. Let's take the helm off. It's looking good. Ha, look at the ponytail. Swaying around as I jump. That's good. They got some cloak physics on that ponytail. It's actually identical. I mean, it would be. Okay, it would be. But anyway, done with that. Done looking at the model. We'll see a whole lot more of the models in action when we play in the game proper. I wonder if all the orcs here have been updated. Yep. They're looking pretty impressive. And terrifying. So, the first and most obvious thing is there are now these little highlights around things that you're hovering over. I think it makes a huge difference. You can toggle it on and off. Okay? It's in the options menu here, somewhere. Not entirely sure where. It's probably in interface. I suppose I could go through this quickly to show you guys what's in here and what's changed. But you can also untick show new character models. I love how it updates on the fly. Ooh, lady. Man, that right there. Just have a look. The difference. So much better. So much better. Let's look again. Let's just look again. Look at the shading on the body as well. Just like, look at her shoulders. Look at the chest area here. Just a lot of it. Look how much that changes. So much better. Anyway. You can turn that on and off. There's something up with the sound as well. I keep losing music and sound effects at random intervals. Doesn't really matter. Not a big deal. Quest tracker was changed a little bit. You can see here it's not quite the same. So what was I looking for? Right. The outlines. They're somewhere. You know, they're somewhere. Not sure exactly where. They should be under display, honestly. Or I might have just missed them in system. Let's see. Everything is obviously maxed at the moment. Outline mode. All, variation 1, variation 2. I wonder what that means. Oh, okay, wait. Is this... That's sort of like it flashes bright when you hover over them and then it dims down. Or does it actually do that on variation 1 as well? No, it does much the same. Only quest and tracking or disabled. So I'm going to leave it on variation 1. Doesn't really matter. Then the other stuff here, it's changed. Of course, I know the key bindings menu has changed quite a bit. Looking much better. Much easier to find what you're looking for here. Character screen. I'm going to start here and I'm just going to go through everything. Pretty much identical. There are a couple of new stats and things here that I guess we're going to talk more about. See in action when we're playing properly. Multi-strike readiness, leech sturdiness. It's kind of cool that they've mixed it up so much. I've got the Camel Hoarder title that I'll disable immediately. And for the most part, the rest of the stuff looks the same. I was kind of impressed by the cool armor that I'm wearing, like this chest piece. With the tattoos on the shoulders. I like it. It's kind of cool, right? Moving on. Spellbook and abilities. Don't know if anything's changed here. Not as far as I can tell. Talents and specializations. It's all pretty much the same. These level 100 talents are obviously new, but you know, if you're interested in that kind of thing, you probably would have seen it by now on like Wowhead or MMO Champion. Achievement menu is exactly the same. I think they could make this look a little bit better. It does look a little bit outdated, but quest log looks a lot better. It's nice. It also shows that, you know, if you go to Frostfire Ridge, which is in Draenor over here, then it shows that this is a story. Can I select it here somewhere? There. This is the main story quest, so it shows your story progress in chapters in the area, so you know how far you are in the main story of that specific zone. It's kind of cool that it separates that from the slightly more menial tasks. You can obviously also look at it in full screen mode. It's up to you, I guess. But it does look a whole lot better. Then, that's exactly the same. Group Finder, no thanks. You can see that there's one new dungeon here. It's called Blood Maul Slag Mines. Definitely going to be doing that soon. Collections. This has changed a bit. They've got some flavor text for some of the mounts now. And I guess it just looks a little bit better. You can also favorite mounts. Then you can summon a random favorite one. That's cool. The pet journal is, as far as I know, exactly the same. As far as I know. Then there's the toy box, which they announced back at BlizzCon, I think. At the moment, there are 105 toys to collect, and I think I know most of them. I don't know all of them, okay? I've seen a lot of them around. They even have things like the Argent Crusaders tabard in here. I wouldn't consider that a toy, but whatever. Most of these are from like the trading card game and stuff, so wanting to collect all of them, that'd be a bit difficult, but hey, it's nice that they added this. I'm a big fan of it. And now while we're talking about collections, and I suppose the main reason that I'm actually here in Orgrimmar is just to show you guys the bank. because the bank's been updated and changed a little bit, and I like it. So there's also one new tab of void storage. I think I read that. But here, in addition to your normal bank, there's a Reagent Bank, which you can just use to deposit all your materials and stuff into instantly. So if your bags are full, you just click on deposit, and it's done. Then, added to that, you got this little cog here that you can click on, and you can assign a bag to specific things, which is great. You can also ignore this bag, which will just for cleanup, which is just here, clean up bags, it'll just keep that in place. So if you want one bag specifically locked as it is with like important items in and stuff, click that, it works. And other than that, you know, it basically means that they are not doing away with the like mine-in bags or herb bags or whatever, but they're making them slightly less important because you can select what you want in these bags. It's nice. I think it's great. It seems to work really well. Dungeon Journal, I'm not going to go through this now. It's nice that you can see all of these here. You can get a bit of a, I don't know, idea of what we're going to be doing. Iron Docks. I don't want to see that. Spoilers. And that's about it. I think we are done. Everything else seems to be the same. Again, this is where Draenor is going to be on the map. Up here, it seems. I don't know if that's the final position or if they're probably going to update this to make it fit in more nicely, like actually look right there. But that's where it is at the moment. This is a female orc, and I'm done. I'm going to create a proper character at some point in the not too distant future. I'm going to start playing through the content that's currently in the alpha, and I guess I'll just enjoy it for what it is. Incomplete, but still a nice preview of what's to come. I had a very quick look at what was going on there. Like, I just logged in, looked around a little bit, saw what the zone looked like, and I was impressed. So you guys should definitely look forward to that. Otherwise, though, check back here soon for more. Give it a like, share it, and do all that other good stuff. Most importantly, though, happy Warlords of Draenor Alpha. Happy that.